Hello, booktubing world. It's I, Capri Nicole, and I am back with another video. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, I create bookish content. If you want to see my content, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, share, all those things, because I am a smaller channel, so I want to reach as many bookish people as possible. So recently I saw a video by Hailey in Bookland where she was talking about books that she read that are highly rated on Goodreads. I figured I would do the same thing because I have like 4 other videos I need to edit, but why not pile on some more? Top 10 books that I'm only gonna do 10 because I talk too much as is. I'm not trying to be edited for 6 hours, so we're gonna do 10 books. Top 10 best books according to Goodreads. It doesn't mean that I rated it high. I'll tell you guys what my rating was, but this is just the highest rated books that I've read on Goodreads, so the best books on Goodreads. So we're gonna see. I kind of want to do 2 different ones. The first one I want to do without sequels, like not including anything that's like different volumes and mangas or second books in series. I want to do only like standalones or first books in series. I might do another one that is like sequels. I have my iPad here. Let's see what Goodreads says first. This is so cute. The first book on this list is Solue, which is a children's book, and it was written by an actress, Lupita, and I love that book. Like, the illustrations are so beautiful. I do collect children's books for when I have like my future babies. I already have their library ready to go. When I saw the cover, it made me think about my niece, and I just love seeing that representation. When you're black, it's one thing, but there's also colorism in the black community, so when you actually see someone of a darker complexion on a cover, it just feels so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just want to see more of that representation. And in this book follows a young girl that's struggling with her complexion and accepting who she is and learning how to love herself. And her sister are different complexions and stuff like that. So basically it's surrounding understanding colorism as a young child and how to embrace and love who she is. And like, the night sky and the sun is like implemented in the story, and it's very like magical and sweet and a little sad, but I really enjoyed it. So it's 8,974 ratings, and there are 6,610 5 stars for this children's book. So obviously, if you have not read this, you should read it because it's a children's book. It's quick, it's cute, and the illustrations are amazing. The next ones are series. Another series. Kingdom of Ashes on here. You don't want to know what my rating was for that one. Oh, this one I recently read. Alright, so the next one that Goodreads has on this list is Equivalent Exchange, and I just recently finished this maybe like a couple weeks ago during my vacation, which if you did not see my hot girl reading vlog, please go check it out. I read this book in that video. I went to Hawaii for my birthday and I read this book. I rated it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Goodreads says that there are 1,264 ratings, 879 5-star ratings. This book follows a main character who just ended a really toxic 10-year relationship, and she ends up having a one-night stand with someone who she thinks is a bartender. It turns out he is a bar owner, and he gets in contact with her because she left her business card with him after their one-night stand, and he asked her, his graphic designer for his business, because he makes beers and he's in brewery and he owns a nightclub, so he wants to basically have her be a part of his team in order to launch his beer. And then they fall in love. It's very cute. She heals, he learns. They're both older, which I really appreciate. I think she's 36 and he's 40, so it's nice to see. So the third book that Goodreads has as the best book that I've read, The Magic Fish, which is a graphic novel following a main character becoming comfortable with his sexuality and his identity. And there's also fairy tales mixed in, and family history mixed in, and family acceptance mixed in, and it is a graphic novel, so it was a very quick read. Goodreads, let's see what Goodreads says. There are 12,738 ratings for this book. There's 8,282 5-star ratings for this book. You know, I think my rating for this book was 3 stars. I thought it just was okay. Obviously, I feel like very important for people to read, and I'm sure a lot of people see themselves in this book and understand this, and if it's a part of their culture they also probably draw connections to it. But me personally, I felt like there was a lot going on. Like there was fairy tales mixed in here, family history mixed in here, and his life and things that he was dealing with within his life, and it just kind of got a little messy for me. They didn't really tie together really well. It felt like three separate stories that were trying to tie together, but it didn't tie together well for me, and a lot of people seem to love it. The cover is gorgeous, so yes, if something you want to check out, please feel free to check it out because Goodreads says it's the best. Fourth book that Goodreads has on this list is a very well loved graphic novel in the book community, and that is Heartstopper Volume 1, which follows these two main characters. One is gay, one is coming into understanding if he's bisexual and learning more about himself, and they start as friends, they fall in love, and I know as the series goes on they have other trials and tribulations, long distance, body dysmorphia, eating disorders, anything like that, certain things like that, and other characters, their storylines also tie into this. So it's a really cute book, but it also is very, you know, slice of life, like, you know, slice of life and all that stuff. So this was adapted into a TV show, which I'm sure everyone knows. There are 318,021 ratings. Okay, that's a lot. And let's see how many 5 stars we have for this one. There are 204,892 5-star ratings on this. That is a lot. So for me personally, do I feel like it's my best book? I like them. You know, I haven't read any of the other books in this graphic novel series, so I can't really speak too much on it, but I enjoyed the first book. I haven't really dived into it much. I know everybody's obsessed with these characters and they love their story and all that, but I haven't read the other books. Do I agree that it's the best? I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. It's hard-hitting, it's sweet, it's cute. I gave it 4 stars. I didn't give it 5 stars, but clearly my opinion doesn't matter because it has 200,000 5-star ratings, so that does not matter. Real. I gave it 4 stars. The synopsis of this book, basically, it's a romance book set in Hollywood, and it follows this director who falls in love with one of his actresses, but she's like the star of the movie and it's her first movie. The script is also in the book, so it'll cut in between her chapter, his chapter, and the script. It really was a touching book. It was very cute. I enjoyed it a lot. I loved both of the main characters. The cover is gorgeous. It was my first time reading a romance following like Hollywood, and I love that it was like Black Hollywood. It was a lot of really great quotes in there, and I liked being able to see the film as well because I'm one of those people that see pictures in my head whenever I read. So like reading the script actually made the movie come to life in my head, which was really cool. All right, so there's 3,385 ratings for this book, 2,152 5-star ratings. Oh, Chandler read this. She said, beautiful, seriously, pick this up. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. It was sad, it was crazy at times. There was a lot of family drama going on right from the beginning. Family drama. For romance books, I feel like I do better with romance books when they're short and sweet. Anything over, I feel like 250 pages for romance, why? I don't why? I don't understand. Like I don't understand that. Like for me personally, as far as romance is concerned, I like it short, sweet, to the point. Like if we talking about fantasy, we talking about world building, we talking about magical realism, we talking about anything like where something needs to be built up or plots need to be built up, cool. But romance, I prefer for my romance books to be shorter. I'm not sure if a lot of people prefer them to be longer. If you do, I'm not judging you, to each his own, but 250 or shorter for me, okay? Yeah. I had to go pick this book up because it's just so cute. All right, so number 6 is The Magical Girl's Guide to Life, which is this really cute little manual, but it's also a whole bunch of sticky notes. My brain is constantly running. This book, it is like Sailor Moon meets Black Girl Magic meets therapy, because there's a lot of things in here that help you work through things you're struggling with or identifying like who you are, and you get to build up your own magical character, which is so cool. Like there's questionnaires in here that you answer, and when you answer them in the end it tells you basically what magical girl you are. It's really cool. You get to pick your weapon that you carry with you. You get to pick who your sidekick will be. I really loved this book, and I love the cover, and I wish more people would pick it up. I feel like Monica from Monica Kim would like this because she's like a magical girl. Oh, it has only a little bit of ratings. She's a small author, so you know, but she did her thing with this book. This one only has 24 ratings. Out of 24 ratings, there's 16 that are 5 stars, so that's why it's so so highly rated. That's like almost all 5 stars, or 4 stars, and then 4 3 stars. So I mean, between 4 and 5 stars, this is a very highly rated book. It's not very well known. I kind of just want to buy like 50 of them and just like mail them out to like every booktuber in the world. I gave this 5 stars, so I definitely agree. The 7th book that is on this list is The Hate U Give, and of course this is number 7. Like, this book shook up the book community for plenty of reasons, but we're not going to get into that. I feel like it was just like the start of calling out police brutality like in a physical form. You know, I'm sure there's articles, there's blog posts and stuff like that, but we have like a book with characters and you get to see it firsthand and feel how they feel. So if you don't know what this book is about, it follows the main character. Her name is Star, and one of her best friends gets killed in front of her in a car by a police officer, and she's struggling like how to deal with that emotionally. She's basically like living 2 lives. She lives a little bit in the hood, you know what I'm saying, and then she goes to a private school, so she kind of has to split herself in half. She has to hear things that she doesn't agree with but not know how to address them. 719,780 ratings, which is wow. Who gave this 1 star? You know what, let me just mind my business. Bro, I'm struggling with these big ass numbers. 449,206 5-star ratings. Does that sound right? Who the hell? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I give it 5 stars. I agree with Goodreads. It was one of those books that's just like a staple in the book community. Like, it has specific memories around it, specific thoughts around it. A lot changed in the book community around that time. Very interesting. Number 8 is Bad Fat Black Girl. I actually talked about this book recently in my hot girl book recommendations, which if you have not seen that video yet, please go check it out. It'll be up there waiting for you. This book basically is like a memoir of this girl from the hood, and she just depicts her life, and she adds in like rap music and her experience and lessons she's learned, and it's very sex positive, it's very eye-opening. It's just she just did such a good job crafting this book. I loved it. I listened to this on audiobook. I think people should also listen to it on audiobook because she narrates it herself, and you should get a physical copy too because the cover is really cool and you can annotate it. Like, you need the book physically. You need the book. There is 799 ratings, and there are 474 5-star ratings. First one I see is Bookish Realm. I love her channel. I definitely agree. I gave this book 5 stars. Oh, I'm about to shake the table with this one. Number 9, we getting towards the end, everyone. House of Earth and Blood, Crescent City 1. Yeah, no one calls it House of Earth and Blood. Everybody literally says Crescent City. I don't know why that long ass title is necessary. First of all, cover is gorgeous, like beautiful. Let's start on a good note. 267,939 ratings for this book. 172,344 5-star ratings. Me personally, I give it 2 stars. 2 stars. Yeah. Gave it 2 stars. If you don't know, I am not a Sarah J Maas hater. I love Throne of Glass. I love what's the other series? What's the other series? Child, I forgot. Court of Mist and whoever, Akamath, whoever. I'm a Sarah J Maas gal, alright? I love her books. I've reread Throne of Glass twice. I'm really more of a Throne of Glass girl. I really enjoyed the other series as well. I'm a Nesta girl too. But this book, yeah, no, I don't agree with that 5-star rating at all. No, I don't. The table is shooketh. Yeah. So I don't even know how to explain this book, but basically this book follows the main character. Her name is Bryce, and it's like a urban fantasy esque book. Her best friend ends up getting killed. There's a monster running through the city and killing people, and she gets paired up with this like private detective who's trying to figure out who this person is and all this. So basically, yeah, that's what it is. And of course they fall in love because it's Sarah J Maas. So that's basically what this book is about. For me personally, I feel like it was too damn long. I thought Bryce was really cool, but I don't know. She wasn't no Aelin. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't no Aelin. She wasn't no Pharaoh. I really didn't like Pharaoh that much, but she was no Aelin to me. So I don't know. I thought she was badass. Like when I thought of her character, I just thought she was so cool, you know. But when I read her on the page, I feel like I also was like exhausted reading it. I feel like maybe if I reread it, maybe I'll have a different experience. I know the second book is out, and I was gonna just stop because I felt like maybe the series wasn't for me, but that cover, I need it. I need that. And come next year, I will be reading the second book, so we'll see if my opinion changes. But for me personally, I don't agree with Goodreads. I love the setting, I love the characters, but like reading the book itself was the last book. What do y'all think it is? This is a very popular book. The Seven, what is it? Yeah, exactly. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I could not have ended this video on a higher note. This book, which everybody probably already knows, but I'm still gonna give you a synopsis in case you don't. This book follows the main character. Her name is Evelyn, and she's talking to a publicist who's writing a story about her. She's recanting her life, all of her loves, all of her losses. She's like the Marilyn Monroe of like the 60s and the 70s, and she got married 7 times, but there's secrets in there. You know, there are 1,130,226 ratings. 687,268 5-star ratings. Me personally, I rated this book 5 stars, so I do agree with Goodreads. This book, man, I will never forget this book. There's very few books that really engulf me and really just suck me in, and I swear this book was one of those books. Like, I started this book and I could not stop. Like, I don't even think I was really into annotating books, but I was scribbling, writing, tabbing, dog-earing almost every page. And like, I sat on that couch and I did not move until I finished this book. And it just, this character was brought to life so well that like as soon as I finished the book, I was like googling pictures of her, googling like movie clips of her, because I thought it was real. I really thought I thought she was a real person, and I was like looking for more about her, finding out more about her, and it was nowhere to be found. I'm like, so is this not real? And I was like, this isn't a memoir? This isn't loosely based off of someone's life? I was so confused. I was like, this really didn't happen. Okay, wow. This came to life so well that I was so sure that she was a real person. I wanted to see the movie clips. I wanted to see her in action. I definitely agree with that. So what a way to end this video. I do want to do another one because I want to talk about some of the books that I scrolled past, which was basically a lot of sequels. Let me know if you guys like this video, or if you want me to do another one of these videos, or if you want me to do more books, because for this video I only did 10. For future editing me, just looking out girl. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a diamond ring because Evelyn Hugo was the last book that we talked about. So leave a diamond ring in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, read a book, keep your life interesting, and I will see you next time. Bye.